Friday after work, there's a little bookstore hidden past the traffic lights with a bell above the door. I never know what I'll be looking for. I only know I always leave a little lighter than before. Some stories don't change your life, they simply stay with you. One more page, one more line. Maybe this is the perfect time. One more page, don't close the book. Sometimes all it takes is one more look. One more page. A handwritten note inside a novel said, "Whoever finds this, have a wonderful day." No name, no date, just those few words. Funny how a stranger can quietly change the weather in your heart. The best chapters never tell you their beginning. One more page, stay a while. Life can change without a sign. One more page, turn it slow. You don't have to always know where the story goes. Maybe we're all just readers trying to understand the chapter we're standing in. Trust the page you're on, even if you can't see the ending yet. One more step, one more day, one more chance along the way. One more dream, one more view. Life keeps writing something new. One more page, one more song. Maybe you've been braver all along. One more page, one more light. Every ending leaves the next one open wide. One more page, keep reading. I closed the book, but somehow the story kept walking home with me. I missed the train by just 1 minute, so I walked instead, past the old record shop, where the owner always leaves the door half open. The same song spilling onto the sidewalk, like it remembers me. I wasn't trying to find anything, but somehow the day found me. Some roads don't lead somewhere new, they lead you back to yourself. Home is you. Home is here, where the noise disappears. Home is you, nothing new, just the world when I'm with you. The flower stand was closing down, one last bouquet still waiting there. A little boy held his father's hand, pointing at the colors like he'd discovered treasure. I smiled without different for everyone. Home is you, home is now. I don't need to figure out where to go, what to do. Home is always looked like you. Not every journey needs a map. Some roads are made by walking them one slow step at a time. No hurry, no race. Take my hand, find your place. One deep breath, one more view. Home is never far from you. Home is you, home is here. Every season, every year. Home is you, soft and true. Maybe home was never a place at all. The street lights came on for the first time that day. I wasn't trying to get somewhere, I was already there. There's a bench beside the river, painted green a long time ago. Every Tuesday around sunset, someone always takes that spot. An old newspaper, a knitted hat, a paper cup left on the ground. Somehow silence feels much louder when no one's around. Funny how an empty place can hold somebody's name. Who will sit there tomorrow? Who will watch the boats go by? Who will wave at passing strangers like they've known them all their lives? Maybe someone, maybe me, maybe that's where stories meet. A little girl fed breadcrumbs to birds that weren't afraid. She laughed every time they flew away, then waited for them to come again. The wind turned another page of a forgotten magazine. The whole world kept moving gently without making a scene. Nothing lasts forever, maybe that's why it matters. Who will sit there tomorrow? Who will hear the evening breeze? Who will stay a little longer, listening to the trees? Maybe someone passing through will make a memory too. We spend so much time trying to leave a mark. Maybe it's enough to leave a kindness, a smile, a hello, a place that someone else will remember without knowing why. One old bench, one quiet day, one small life passing passing by, one soft breeze, one goodbye. Nothing lost, nothing mine. Who will sit there tomorrow? Maybe someone feeling small. Maybe they'll discover hope was waiting there all along. Who will sit there tomorrow? Maybe you already have. The bench stayed, the people changed. Maybe that's how life says welcome. I don't need a perfect morning or sky without the rain. I don't need every answer before I start my day. There's a little crack in the sidewalk by the station. Funny how the flowers grow exactly there. Maybe that's enough for me. I used to think the world was waiting. Now I know it's simply moving, and I can move with it. Better than yesterday, that's all I need. One little step, one little dream. Better than yesterday. Slowly I'll find the life I've been looking for was growing all this time. Better than yesterday. Someone left a folded note inside a library book. It only said, keep going. No name, no reason, just those two words. I smiled, closed the cover, and somehow the whole afternoon felt lighter. Maybe hope is ordinary. Maybe that's why we miss it. Better than yesterday, one page at a time. No need to hurry, no finish line. Better than yesterday. Little by little, every quiet moment builds a beautiful life. Better than yesterday. I won't count the things I haven't done. I'll count the tiny reasons I wanted to keep walking. The song I couldn't stop humming. The stranger who held the door. The tree that finally turned green. Maybe this is how a good life begins. Take your time, catch your breath. Life isn't late, not yet. One more road, one more view. The next chapter starts with you. Better than yesterday. Better than yesterday. Better than yesterday, that's enough. Some dreams bloom quietly without making a sound. Oh, better than yesterday. When I look behind, I finally see how far I've come. Better than yesterday. Feels just right. Tomorrow didn't arrive all at once. It arrived one ordinary day at a time. You always leave the hallway light on until I get back home. Even when it's getting late, you never let the porch feel cold. I never asked you why you do. You never tried to explain. Some kinds of love don't sound like words. words, they quietly remain. The smallest things are easy to miss until they're gone. Leave the light on, I'll find my way, no matter how long the day. Leave the light on, that's all you do, but somehow it always leads me back to you. Back to you. Your favorite chair still faces west, waiting for the evening sky. There's a book you read 100 times, folded open by your side. You always save the last cookie, like you somehow knew. I pretend I didn't want it, then eat it anyway. Love doesn't always ask for attention, sometimes it just waits. Leave the light on, don't close the door. Home has never needed more. Leave the light on, soft and true. Somewhere out there, a light is waiting just for you. Maybe we'll forget the places we have been, the streets, the weather, the songs, but I don't think I'll ever forget that little light still glowing when everyone else was asleep. One small light, one small flame, always there, just the same. No big words, nothing new, just a light leading through. Leave the light on. Leave the light on. One more night, one more quiet golden light. Leave the light on, that's enough. Sometimes the simplest things become the ones we miss the most. Leave the light on, I'll be home soon. I turned the key, the house was quiet, the light wasn't. Every evening on her way back home, she slows beside the glass. Not to buy the bread, not today, just to watch the baker dusting flour across a wooden table, like it was the easiest kind of magic. The bell above the door rings, someone leaves with warm paper bags. She breathes in once, then keeps on walking. Somehow that's enough. Some dreams don't ask to be owned, only noticed. Meet me by the bakery window, where the day begins again. Leave your worries on the sidewalk, let the warm air pull you in. Meet me by the bakery window, we don't have to stay too long. Sometimes all a heart is asking for is one familiar song. The baker waves, though he doesn't know her name. She waves back anyway, like they've done for years. A little boy presses both hands against the glass, trying to choose his favorite role. She laughs quietly because somehow she remembers doing exactly the same thing growing up. Doesn't mean you stop wondering. Meet me by the bakery window where the air is sweet and slow. Every ordinary evening has somewhere warm to go. Meet me by the bakery window. Don't rush home just yet. Maybe this is happiness in its simplest shape. Not every beautiful place needs a reservation. Some are waiting on the corner every single day for anyone who remembers how to slow down. One warm light, one small street, one deep breath, nothing to keep. One hello, one goodbye. Life goes softly walking by. Meet me by the bakery window when the daylight starts to fade. We'll stand there for a little while without needing anything. Meet me by the bakery window. That's where I'll begin to believe that quiet moments are the ones worth living in. She never bought the bread, but she always took home the smell. The bus was running late again, 5 minutes on the sign. I almost checked my phone for what felt like the 100th time. Then I heard a violin floating through the square. A little tune I'd never known was waiting in the air. An old man fed the pigeons, a child chased paper planes. Funny how the world keeps turning, even when we wait. Maybe being early isn't always being first. 5 more minutes, that's all it took to hear a song I'd never heard. 5 more minutes changed my day. Funny how life finds you when you wait. A girl in a yellow raincoat shared her umbrella. Though the sky had almost cleared, she smiled and said, "Keep it till you're stopped." Then stepped onto another bus without looking back. I never even learned her name, but somehow I never forgot her. Not every hero stays around. 5 more minutes, one small delay turned an ordinary Tuesday into something I still replay. 5 more minutes, one open heart. Sometimes the best stories never have a planned start. We're always chasing what's next, what's faster, what's ahead. Maybe joy has been standing at the bus stop all along, waiting for us to look up. Oh, 5 more minutes, take it slow. You don't always need to know stories we tell for years to come. 5 more minutes was enough. The bus finally came, but somehow I wasn't in a hurry anymore. The path is still a little wet from rain the night before. Leaves whispered high above our heads, like they had secrets of their own. You stop without a reason, just to watch the light slip between the branches and settle on the ground. Look, you said, it never lands the same way twice. I think that was the moment I started noticing everything. Some days don't ask to be remembered, they simply are. The light between the trees found its way to me, not because it had to, just because it could. The light between the trees stayed a little while. Maybe that's what hope is, quiet, kind, and passing through. A page escaped your notebook, the breeze carried it ahead. You laughed instead of chasing it, so I ran after it instead. When I handed it back, you thanked me like I'd done something brave. But all I really wanted was one more reason to hear your voice again. Funny how the smallest moments grow the deepest roots. The light between the trees made the whole world slow. Even all the quiet places seemed to softly glow. The light between the trees still comes back to me every time I learn to notice what's already there. We spend so much time looking for big moments that we almost miss. The gentle ones, the ones that never ask to be photographed, only remembered. Leaves above, sky below. Time moves fast, we move slow. Take my hand, nothing more, that's enough for today. The light between the trees still finds me somehow, even when the seasons change their minds. The light between the trees taught my heart to see the brightest things are often the quiet ones we almost pass by. We kept walking, neither of us realized the path had already become a memory. I woke up with the windows open, a little breeze across the floor. Nothing special waiting for me, still I wanted something more. I heard somebody whistling halfway down the street, and somehow every little sound felt like it belonged to me. Maybe I don't need a reason after all. I like today, I like this feeling. Nothing changed, but everything did. I like today. Let's not hurry. Some days are perfect just because they are. I like today. I like today. A handwritten sign outside the bakery said fresh cinnamon rolls. I bought one even though I wasn't hungry. A stranger held the door. Another waved hello. Funny how a little kindness starts to grow. Maybe joy is catching. I like today. Come and join me. Leave tomorrow where it is. I like today. Stay beside me. This is all I really need. I like today. Years from now, I probably won't remember why this day felt different, but maybe that's the secret. Maybe beautiful days never explain themselves. Slow down, look around, hear the leaves, hear the sound. Take a breath, close your eyes. Life is here, right now. I like today. I like today. I like today more than yesterday, maybe less than tomorrow, but that's okay. I like today, and if you ask me why, I couldn't tell you. I just do. Some days don't need a story, they just need to be lived. The room was quiet till the curtains moved. A little breeze came dancing through. Somewhere outside, a bicycle rolled by. Someone laughed, and so did I. You looked at me and pulled the window wide, like the whole world had been waiting outside. Nothing changed, but everything did. Open the window, let the day come in. Leave all your worries out there in the wind. Open the window, take a deeper breath. Maybe the best days haven't happened yet. Open the window and let life begin. Fresh bread floating down the street, tiny footsteps passing underneath. The little bell from the flower shop rang 3 times, then quietly stopped. You closed your eyes like you could hear it all. Funny how the smallest things can make a day feel full. Maybe hope sounds like this. Open the window, let the light roll in. Every little heartbeat finds its rhythm again. Open the window, don't think too much. Sometimes happiness is something you don't have to rush. Open the window, stay Open your heart. Open, open. Here we are. Open the window, let tomorrow in. Every little ending finds another beginning. Open the window, this is enough. Maybe the world has been waiting for someone just like us. Open the window and don't close it yet. The curtains kept moving. Neither of us wanted to be the first to close them. I'll see you tomorrow. You said it with a smile, like tomorrow was the easiest promise in the world. You picked up your coffee, waved goodbye, and disappeared around the corner. I caught myself smiling all the way home. Funny how one simple sentence can brighten a whole day. Meet me tomorrow, same little cafe, same morning light, same old place. Meet me tomorrow, don't be late, I'll save your seat, you save my day. Meet me tomorrow, okay? The next morning came a little too slowly. I looked at the clock more times than I should. The coffee tasted good but not quite right, until the bell above the door rang, and there you were. Some people don't walk into a room, they bring the room to life. Meet me tomorrow, same little smile, same warm cup, stay a while. Meet me tomorrow, that's enough. Some promises are made of little things like us. Maybe one day we'll stop saying tomorrow. Maybe we'll simply know. We'll always find each other where mornings begin. Tomorrow, tomorrow, don't forget. Tomorrow, one more coffee, one more smile, one more morning, stay a while. Meet me tomorrow, where the sunlight grows. Meet me tomorrow. Everybody knows the best days don't arrive all at once, they come one tomorrow at a time. Meet me tomorrow, I'll be there. The cafe lights turned off, but somehow tomorrow already felt close. You're walking with the morning light, like you've been here before. The little bell above the door sings a familiar chord. You pull the chair across from mine and gently set things down. The whole cafe gets quieter when you come around. You ask, did you wait long? I smile, not really. Truth is, I'd wait all morning. Some people don't change the day, they gets just a little slower. Without making a sound, it feels like Sunday, warm and bright and new. Every ordinary morning feels like Sunday with you. You steal a bite of my croissant like you always do, then tell me mine tastes better even though it's yours. Outside the flowers catch the breeze, the city starts to shine, but somehow my favorite view is sitting right across from mine. No fireworks, no grand parade, just coffee, laughter, and your face. Maybe forever looks a lot like this. It feels like Sunday every single time, like the whole world pressed a pause just to let us smile. It feels like Sunday, simple, soft and true. Maybe happiness was always hiding in mornings spent with you. Years from now I won't remember what song was playing or which cafe it was, but I'll remember the way you looked up when I said let's order one more, and you smiled before you answered because you already knew the answer. One more cup, one more song, one more minute, stay a little long, one more laugh, one more view. Sunday starts with you. Even on a Tuesday, even when the rain comes down or plans all change, it feels like Sunday. That's my favorite part. You have a way of turning little mornings into somewhere I never want to leave. It feels like Sunday with you. The coffee was gone, the conversation wasn't, and somehow that was enough. You want another coffee? You smile and look at me. I probably shouldn't then laugh, but why not? The morning's only started, the city's still asleep. There's no better place I'd rather be. Don't count the minutes, count the smiles. Another cup, another song, another morning to hold on, another laugh, another view. Every morning feels brand new with you. Another cup will do. The bakery smells like cinnamon. Someone opens up the door. The little bell keeps ringing like it always has before. You draw tiny circles on your coffee cup. I never knew happiness could look so small. Take it slow, we've got time. Another cup, another smile. Let's stay here just a while. Another page, another view. Every little thing feels new with you. Another cup will do. Maybe someday we'll forget what we ordered. Maybe we'll forget the song, but I don't think I'll ever forget the way you always said one more before I even asked. of you. Tomorrow starts right here with you, with you. Another cup will do. Same time next week, you smiled. I already knew the answer. Don't wake the morning just yet. The city's still dreaming a little bit. Your coffee's warm, your smile is too. I think the sunrise waited for you. No rushing, no running, today can wait. Slow morning, stay with me. One more coffee, one more dream. Slow morning, don't leave yet. This might be my favorite day. Slow morning, stay with me. The bakery's open down the street. Fresh bread and yesterday's breeze. You take my hand for just a while. The whole world changes when you smile. Maybe happiness walks this slow. Slow morning, stay with me. One more story, one more breeze. Slow morning, don't leave yet. Let's make today a memory. Slow morning, stay with me. If tomorrow comes too soon, we'll meet again beneath this room, where coffee cools and sunlight stays. We'll find another Saturday. Stay, stay, stay with me. Stay, stay. Slow morning, stay with me. Every heartbeat, every dream. Slow morning feels like home every time you sing along. Slow morning, stay with me. The coffee grew cold, the morning didn't. The cafe opens quietly like every other day. The windows catch the morning light in soft and golden waves. You walk in with your messy hair, still waking from a dream. The barista smiles and says the usual. Before you even speak, you laugh. The room gets warmer without changing anything. Funny how some mornings know your name. When the coffee smiles, the whole world slows down. Every little worry falls without a sound. When the coffee smiles, everything feels right. Maybe happiness looks a little like this morning with you. Draw a little sunshine on the paper cup for me, then slide it across the table like our own tiny masterpiece. Outside someone plays guitar, a melody so low. Even strangers seem to walk a little slower than before. I catch myself not looking at the view. always stole one sip from mine and said, yours tastes better. Slow down, hold on, morning light all day long. One warm cup, one soft breeze, you're my favorite memory. When the coffee smiles, I finally understand. Joy was never hiding, it was always in your hands. When the coffee smiles, so do I. Every little ordinary day feels like flying. When the coffee smiles, the morning smiles too. You finished your coffee, looked out the window and smiled. Maybe that's why it tasted so good. There's a cup beside the window. Half a page it's been turned down. Morning light across the table, not a single busy sound. Someone left the door half open. Spring came drifting through. Everything looks just the same except you were here, you were here. Some memories don't make a sound, they simply stay around the year. You were here, I can feel it in the sunlight on the floor. You were here, I still find you in the little things you left behind. You were here, maybe that's enough for today. You were here. Coffee slowly losing warmth, music playing low, people talking somewhere far away like waves I used to know. A little laugh still fills the room, though nobody is there. Funny how some hearts leave echoes in the air. Close my eyes, you're still around. You were here, I remember every little ordinary day. You were here like the morning never really went away. You were here, maybe that's enough for today. Maybe we don't miss the biggest moments. Maybe we miss the tiny ones. The way someone smiled across the table, the way they said good morning, like it mattered. You slow down, breathe in, morning light again. One heartbeat, one more smile, stay for a little while. You were here, that's the reason every morning feels brand new. You were here, now whenever sunlight fills the room, I smile too. Maybe that's enough, maybe that's everything. The coffee's still warm, the window's still open, and somehow opened up the little window, let the spring breeze wander in. The curtains danced across the room like they already knew the day would smile. You poured the coffee carefully, like it was something to protect. Some mornings don't ask to be perfect, just warm enough to remember. Don't hurry, the sunshine knows the way. Good mornings grow slowly like flowers after rain. Little by little they find their way. Good mornings grow slowly like your favorite song. The more you hear it, the more it feels like home. Stay here just a little while, let the morning bloom. The bakery on the corner was pulling bread from the oven. A little girl skipped past the cafe, holding her father's hand. You smiled without saying anything, watching the world wake up. Funny how the smallest moments always stay the longest. Maybe joy is quieter than we imagined. Good mornings grow slowly like sunlight on the floor. Every little ordinary day becomes a little more. Good mornings grow slowly, one smile at a time. Every cup, every laugh, every sunrise. Maybe this is all we need. One open window, one warm drink, one person who makes silence feel comfortable. Maybe happiness was never loud, maybe it always sounded like this. Slow down, breathe in, morning light on your skin. One more smile, one more song, we've been home all along. Good mornings grow slowly, don't let them pass you by. Every little beautiful thing needs a little time. Good mornings grow slowly, just like me and you. Maybe love looks a lot like learning how to enjoy the ordinary too. Good mornings grow slowly with you. The coffee was still warm, the window stayed open, and for a little while, so did the whole world. The morning's wearing golden light, the city's still asleep. Your coffee's making little clouds like dreams we get to keep. You brush a crumb from off the table, smile across the room. Somehow every little thing starts to bloom when I'm with you. Don't let the moment hurry, we've got nowhere to be. Stay a little longer, don't let the morning go. Let's watch the sunshine dancing on the cups we hold. Stay a little longer, one more song to play. The best part of today is right here, so stay a little longer. The flowers by the window sway, the breeze begins to sing. A little dog runs past the door, chasing everything. You laugh and point outside like it's the greatest show. Funny how the smallest moments steal the whole spotlight. Maybe happiness looks just like this. Stay a little longer, don't let the morning fade. Let's leave tomorrow waiting just for one more day. Stay a little longer, don't rush goodbye. Every little second here feels so alive. Stay what song filled the room, but I'll remember the way you looked when sunlight found your eyes, and suddenly the whole world felt brand new. Stay, just stay, one more coffee, one more laugh. Stay, just stay, morning never lasts long enough. Stay a little longer, let's make this moment slow. Every little heartbeat moves with the morning glow. Stay a little longer, that's all I need, because every ordinary day turns extraordinary when you're here with me. Stay a little longer. The coffee's gone cold, the sun climbs higher. You smile, and somehow I don't mind the coffee at all. There's a little table by the window where the sunlight always stays. We used to race to claim it every Saturday. Today somebody's sitting there, sharing coffee and a smile. You looked at me and simply said, let's try somewhere new this time. So we found a corner by the flowers where the morning felt the same. Funny how a different view still called your name. Maybe home isn't where we sit. Maybe home is who we're with. Every table feels like home when I'm sitting next to you. Every little cup of coffee tastes a little new. Every table feels like home no matter where we are. You don't follow the sunlight, you are the brightest part. The brightest part. The barista brought our coffees with a smile we both had earned. He laughed, thought I'd lost my favorite customers. You drew a tiny flower on the napkin by your cup, then slid it gently over without saying very much. Outside the city's waking, inside time stood still. The best mornings never ask for anything more than this. Some places become beautiful because of people. Every table feels like home when I'm laughing next to you. Even rainy little mornings shine a little through. Every table feels like home, every street feels new. Funny how the whole wide world feels smaller next to you. Years from now, I know I'll forget which chair was mine, which song was playing, or what we ordered, but I'll remember the way you reached across the table to steal the last bite of my croissant. Every single time, one warm laugh, one shared plate, one little glance across the day, one slow song, one spring sky, one simple moment passing by. Every table feels like home if you're sitting there with me. Every ordinary morning turns into a memory. Every table feels like home, every season too. Maybe home was never a place, maybe home was always you. We left the cafe hand in hand without our favorite table. And somehow it was our favorite favorite morning yet. You always get here early, just before the morning crowd. The window catches golden light. The city's waking now. You place your book upon the table. Your coffee starts to steam, then leave one empty chair beside you, like you're saving it for me. I wonder if it's just a habit, or maybe something more. Either way, it keeps me smiling every time I walk through the door. Some invitations never need a word. Save me a seat right by the window, where the morning sun finds us both. Save me a seat, we'll take it slow. One more coffee, one more story before the day begins. Save me a seat, I'll be there soon. The barista knows we're friends now. He starts our drinks before we ask. He says the usual, and we both laugh. The flowers on the little table lean toward the morning light. You tuck one behind your ear, it somehow feels just right. A little breeze moves through the doorway, the curtains softly sway. I wish every Saturday could always stay this way. Time moves fast when you're smiling. Save me a seat right by the window, where the sunlight paints the floor. Save me a seat, don't leave too soon. Every little morning feels better sharing it with you. Save me a seat, I'll find my way. Years from now, maybe this cafe will look completely different. Maybe someone else will sit right here, but I hope whenever morning sunlight finds this little table, someone's still saving one empty chair for someone they love. One warm cup, one old chair, one bright smile waiting there. One slow song, one cafe, one more beautiful Saturday. Save me a seat right by the window, where our story always starts. Save me a seat until I come. Some mornings feel complete because of someone. Save me a seat, and I'll save my heart for you. You looked up as I walked in, smiled, and gently moved the empty chair a little closer. They opened up the patio for the first time this year. The little tables faced the sun. The sky was crystal clear. You chose the seat beneath the tree, where blossoms filled the air. The wind kept stealing tiny petals and placing them in your hair. You laughed and didn't notice. I smiled and looked away. Funny how the world can change on one ordinary day. Winter closed the window, spring opened coffee tasted sweeter than before. When spring found us, flowers filled the air. I think love arrived so quietly, we almost missed it there. When spring found us, life bloomed too. The barista brought 2 lemon cakes. You'll like these, he said. You thanked him with that gentle smile that always stayed in my head. A breeze turned over one page of the book you couldn't finish. You looked at me and laughed. I guess spring wants to read it too. The whole cafe grew softer. The sunlight touched your face, and suddenly forever didn't feel so far away. Some seasons don't just change the weather, they change us too. When spring found us, every street looked new. Every little flower seemed to bloom because of you. When spring found us, morning learned to sing. The world kept turning, but my heart stayed right there with spring. Maybe love doesn't arrive like fireworks. Maybe it arrives with open windows, fresh flowers, warm coffee, and one empty chair that isn't empty anymore. One blossom falls, one warm breeze, one little smile looking at me. One slow song, one cafe, one beautiful Saturday. When spring found us, everything made sense. Every little ordinary day became extraordinary then. When spring found us, I finally understood the best stories never rush. They bloom exactly when they should. When spring found us, so did love. A blossom landed on your coffee cup. You smiled and called it the prettiest part of the morning. Don't rush the coffee, don't chase the clock. The city's only waking up, the birds have just begun. The sunlight found your windowsill before you opened your eyes. Maybe that's enough for now, maybe that's enough. Some days don't need a destination, just a beginning. Leave the morning open, leave a little room for unexpected laughter or flowers coming into bloom. Leave the morning open, don't hurry through the light. Some of the best memories never arrive on time. Leave the morning open and let the day surprise you. The cafe down the corner still smells of fresh baked bread. Someone's reading yesterday's news, someone's humming low instead. A puppy pulls its owner toward the little park. Children chase the pigeons, leaving echoes in the air. You smile without a reason, maybe that's enough. Maybe joy is quieter than we always thought. Not every beautiful story starts with a Leave the morning open, leave the window wide. Let the breeze come dancing with the springtime sky. Leave the morning open, one slow cup at a time. Every little ordinary day can quietly shine. Leave the morning open, you'll be just fine. One day you'll look back and wonder why you spent so much time running when happiness was sitting right beside you, waiting with warm coffee and an empty chair for you to slow down. One deep breath, one blue sky, one hello passing by, one warm smile, one more song. Maybe today is where you belong. Leave the morning open, let the sunshine stay. Every little heartbeat finds its own way. Leave the morning open, don't ask for something more. Sometimes all we really need is this and nothing more. Leave the morning open, tomorrow can wait. The coffee's still warm, the window's still open, and somehow so is your heart. You always choose the window seat where morning sunlight falls, a pencil dancing in your hand while the whole cafe grows warm. You draw the little flower vase, the bicycle outside, the sleepy cat across the street curled up in the light. I never asked what filled your pages, I never looked too long. Some things feel more beautiful when they're left unknown. Then one day you looked at me instead of the view. You drew my smile before I even smiled. You saw something beautiful before I saw it too. You drew my smile with quiet little lines. Now every Sunday morning feels like springtime. Every time I think of you. You laughed and turned the notebook round without saying a word. There I was in pencil lines, looking back at us. You'd even drawn my coffee cup half empty on the page, a tiny heart beside the steam that somehow looked handmade. I didn't know what love could look like until that simple sketch. Sometimes forever starts with graphite instead of photographs. Some pictures never hang on walls, they stay inside your heart. You drew my smile before I even smiled, turning ordinary moments into works of art. You drew my smile like you already knew. The best parts of my story would begin with you. Years from now, that paper may grow faded, the edges turning gold, the pencil growing soft. But I'll remember how your eyes kept looking up, then back to the page, like you were trying to keep the morning from ending. start. One Sunday morning, one open heart. You drew my smile before I found the words. Every little line you made still echoes in my world. You drew my smile soft as morning light. Some people leave you memories. You left me a little piece of life. The cafe filled with voices. You closed your notebook, smiled and slipped the page into my hand. The little bell above the door rings as you walk in slow. The morning paints the wooden floor with lines of golden glow. You wave before you see my smile, like every week before. Somehow this little corner cafe feels a little more like home. You place your bag beside your chair, brush the morning from your hair, then laugh because you caught me looking like you always do. Every little moment finds its way to you. Sunday sunlight falling through the window, dancing on your coffee cup like it always knows. Sunday sunlight, everything feels easy. Every little smile you give feels like home to me. Stay a little longer, let the morning bloom. Sunday sunlight looks better with you. The baker waves from down the street. A bicycle rolls by. A little girl is chasing birds beneath the open sky. You tell me about your busy week, the pages that you read. Somehow all the little things become my favorite scenes. The coffee's getting colder now, but neither of us cares. Some conversations taste much better than the coffee ever could. Maybe happiness is simply this. Sunday sunlight falling through the window, turning little ordinary days into something new. Sunday sunlight, everything feels lighter. Every laugh we leave behind stays a little longer. Stay a little longer, let the morning bloom. Sunday sunlight looks better with you. Years from now, if someone asked me where my favorite place had been, I wouldn't name a city or a famous view. I think about this little table, two warm cups, a quiet smile, and sunlight finding us again. One warm cup, one bright sky, one slow song passing by, one small laugh, one more day. Please don't let this moment fade. Sunday sunlight shining all around us, making every little memory brighter than before. Sunday sunlight, stay a little longer. If tomorrow comes too soon, we'll meet here once again. Sunday sunlight, soft as springtime. Every ordinary morning turns extraordinary with you. The bell rings softly, you wave goodbye. The sunlight stays long after you've gone. Every Tuesday morning you walk the same old street, with wildflowers in your left hand and coffee in your right. You place them in a little jar beside the window seat, like spring has found a quiet home on your table every week. You never seem to notice someone's watching you, not because you're trying, just because you're you. Some people change your room without moving anything. You're the girl with wildflowers, bringing colors to the day, turning ordinary mornings into something that will stay. You're the girl with wildflowers, blooming where you are, like sunlight learning how to grow inside somebody's heart. Today you wore a yellow sweater, the color matched the daisies. You laughed when one fell from the jar and landed near your feet. The barista smiled before you did, he knows your order too. Funny how the little things remember people first before they know their names. I thought about saying hello 100 different ways, but your smile already made my day. Maybe courage looks a lot like tomorrow. You're the girl with wildflowers, bringing colors to the day, turning little cups of coffee into memories that stay. You're the girl with wildflowers, soft as morning light, like every quiet dream learning how to bloom before my eyes. One day I'll ask your name, one day I'll tell you mine. Maybe we'll laugh about the flowers that started everything. Maybe this story won't begin with fireworks. Maybe it'll start with one tiny daisy and 2 warm cups on a Tuesday morning. One flower, one smile, one wave across the room, one deep breath, one small hello, coming soon. You're the girl with wildflowers, growing hope inside my day, making every little Tuesday feel a little less the same. You're the girl with wildflowers, even if you never knew. Some of the brightest mornings began by simply watching you. You picked up your flowers and walked away, leaving one tiny petal on the table. I smiled and left it there. Every Saturday at 9, you're already sitting there, a book beside your coffee cup, sunlight in your hair. The barista knows your favorite drink before you even speak, and somehow every weekend feels a little incomplete, until you look up, smile at me, like you've been expecting me. Maybe all good mornings start this way. Meet me at the corner cafe, where the morning learns your name, where the coffee's always warm and nothing feels the same. Meet me at the corner cafe, let's stay a little while. Some stories don't begin with words, they always leave your notebook open halfway through a page. You underline your favorite lines, then quietly look away. Outside the city's waking up, the bicycles roll by. A little dog stops at our table as if to say hi. You laugh, and somehow the whole room laughs with you. Some people bring sunshine without even trying. Meet me at the corner cafe, where the morning learns your name, where the windows catch the sunlight like a golden picture frame. Meet me at the corner cafe, let's stay until noon, 'cause every little conversation ends too soon. Maybe years from now we'll walk this street again and smile because we found a little piece of forever hidden inside an ordinary Saturday, a tiny cafe on an ordinary corner. One coffee, two smiles, one little wave across the room. One more morning, one more chance to fall in love with ordinary days. Meet me at the corner cafe, where our story first began. Every little cup of coffee fits perfectly in your hands. Meet me at the corner cafe. If tomorrow feels too far, I'll be waiting where the sunlight finds your heart. Meet me at the corner cafe, right where we are. The coffee's gone.